Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it looks like Aquaman might be a fried fish at this point. We're going to talk about it. Jason Momoa says he... In the skillet.
Yeah,
butter.
sorry.
Butter them up and fry them up. Some people probably would want to do that. We're going to talk about Aquaman. Jason Momoa saying he does not think there's going to be any more Aquaman, or at least he's not going to be Aquaman after this. And I tend to agree with him because it's not looking too good for Aquaman. Apparently, they're not doing very much marketing at all for this movie. It comes out like any day now, doesn't it?
I don't know what comes out. That's how much I care. I don't care.
Sometime in the next week or two, I think it comes out, but I'm not seeing a whole lot. Yeah, before
I don't know what day it's coming out.
December 22nd.
So it shows you how much I care.
I'm not seeing any trailers or anything.
Don't care.
So we're going to talk about this. Seems like they're just kind of leaving Aquaman out to dry, and we're going to talk about Warner Brothers, their box office not being very good this year. No,
but there's Disney's.
There's Disney's, but look, we did a video the other day that there are some people saying that there's a 60% chance that Warner Brothers Discovery could file for bankruptcy, and if their movies don't perform better, if their streaming services don't perform better, yeah, it could totally happen. I mean, they weren't in a real good place when they split off from AT&T, and now they're really not in a very good place. So we're going to talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
So let's just jump right into it here. We're not going to shill anything, although you could go out to shopclownfish.com and check out our graphic novels, but you could do that. Wonka's out this weekend. I forgot it existed. And
I mean, a lot of people, it's really doing well with kids, which is, I guess, their target demographic anyway.
Yeah.
Anybody under 25, I guess, is really doing well with. And then they said that, they're expecting it 37 to 38 million was Saturday. So they're thinking they can go over 40 million with the 3-day Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then probably with previews. So
are we doing 3-day or are we doing 5-day?
I don't know. I was going to say, the Marvels did better, but the Marvels had 5 or 6 days rolled into that. Wish they rolled probably 9 days in.
Yeah, I think people are looking for something a little bit different. Now, we've already had a Willy Wonka reboot, and I thought the Johnny Depp version was really good, personally. But anyway, yeah, this is doing better than they thought it was going to. That being said, it's still not enough to get Warner Brothers out of the threat of potential bankruptcy, right? They have not been doing very well. I don't think they have anything really big lined up for a while. And the last movie that they have for the DCEU is Aquaman, and it's going to fail. Mm-hmm. I mean, people are saying it's going to fail. People are done. They've checked out from the DCEU. They're even bringing up Disney has no major releases this year. But yeah, these are the movies that they had. They had Barbie was the only one that did well. Mm-hmm. The Meg 2 did 394 million. Nun 2, 268. Flash only did 266. It didn't even make its money back.
Nope.
Evil Dead Rise, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, 132 million, didn't make its money back. Blue Beetle, 128 million, probably didn't make. I don't think it made its money back either. Magic Mike's Last Dance, I forgot that existed. House Party Mummies, $9 million.
$9 million million.
$9 million million.
$9 million million.
$9 million dollars. That's a lot. So 9 million million would be like, what would be the number of that? Million millions. It's
I don't know.
Like
I don't want math right now. My brain isn't prepared for math.
So somebody math that out. 9 million millions. So that's
somebody math whiz, tell us.
That's an average of only about 286 million in a worldwide box office per film, and that's with Barbie doing the heavy lifting. Yeah, if it wasn't for Barbie, they'd be completely screwed this year, wouldn't they?
Yeah, pretty much.
So now it's not looking like Aquaman's going to help any. And again, this is one that everybody forgot existed. It didn't test very well. They pushed it back, and most people now, with the James Gunn version of the DCEU coming out whenever the hell it's supposed to come out, I think they're just like, yeah, we're not even going to bother watching it.
Well, yeah, because why bother?
Why bother?
It's going to be undone anyway. Why bother?
So Momoa basically says it's Momover. What?
Oh my God.
It's Momover.
And they probably thought they were so clever for writing that.
Gizmodo. That's definitely not AI, because AI wouldn't be that dumb. It's Momo. At least it's not Mimosa. They should have Jason Mimosas. Yeah, they're like, it's not looking good. Jason Momoa told Entertainment Tonight. The outlet asked him about the chances of showing up in James Gunn's new universe of DC movies as Aquaman. I don't necessarily want it to be the end, he admitted. But he acknowledged that things are basically out of his hands at this point. But I think he knows it's not going to be good. He said Momoa used the interview to wax poetic about his time as Aquaman, calling his ability to change the public perception of the hero a really hard GD thing to do. I love this character. I would want to play him for a long time. It's fun just to be the reluctant king and then getting past all of his ego, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back. He said he would come back if there's a place in their world for me. I'd love to be part of it. If this movie bombs, he's not coming back.
Well, it's gonna bomb because for so many reasons. We have, the Amber Heard crap. We have no pun intended. No pun intended.
For so many reasons, we've got a big pile of reasons.
There's the Amber Heard
here.
stuff. There's there's supposed to be, the movie. They haven't shown much about it. Hasn't been promoted. People forgot it existed. There's the whole baby dies thing, and everybody's talking about, and all that. There's so many things working against it. Plus, if you're, the last couple of movies they put out, like Flash and Blue Beetle, we're really not good. Well, Blue Beetle wasn't as bad.
Blue
as it
Beetle
sounded.
wasn't
Flash
terrible.
Was worse than I thought it was going to be.
Flash was, oh my god. Okay, so Blue Beetle, I had the worst expectations for, and I was pleasantly surprised.
I mean, to be fair, the bar was low.
The bar was low, but I'm like, okay, this is like a bigger budget CW show.
Grandma
but
was the best.
Grandma was the best part of it. But I'm like, okay, it's not terrible. If it had made more money, I would have liked to have seen where it was going to go. The Flash, nothing could prepare me for how god awful the Flash was. And there are people out there being like, the Flash was good. What are you talking about? I'm like, no, Michael Keaton was good for about 10 minutes. And even his awesome fight scene they had to ruin with the Flash vomiting. Why do we why would anybody think Ezra Miller could be the headliner in a movie like this, a superhero movie? Like, you can kind of sort of get the guy to work, you can get they to work as a side character or a villain or something in a movie, but you cannot make him the lead.
They, them.
Oh my God. Yeah. They, them. You cannot make they, they the lead of a movie. And it was, in this case, it literally was they, because there were two of them and they were both equally insufferable. Just awful. That whole thing where he's running around trying to gain speed, and he lost his powers. That's pretty much the whole movie.
Oh, here we go again. First off, screaming to the void about how conditioned audiences are to think of universes as some kind of vast entertainment package instead of just enjoying them. GD movies. Gee, Shazam 2, Flash, Blue Beetle, Aquaman 2 are the results of tons of artists busting their asses to make something good. No, busting their asses is not equal to something good. Blowing it all off just because some thinly strung together universe is over. No, look, I'm so tired of this narrative. I worked hard on it, so you have to say nice things and like it. No, you don't. If you go to a restaurant and order something and, it comes out and it's nasty and it tastes like crap and it wasn't cooked properly and, I'm sure someone worked hard on it. Does that mean that it's good, that you have to love it and pay for it? No. And if you keep doing that, people aren't going to come anymore because they're going to be like, well, I'm just going to get garbage and told I have to love it. And that's exactly what's happening. So stop this idea that's because we worked hard on it makes it good. It doesn't.
There was a guy working, I forget who it was, working for a website. I saw the tweet yesterday. It was going around. I think it was, I want to say Collider, maybe. I don't know. But he was saying, hey, stop making worst of lists of movies because people worked hard on them and it makes people feel bad. And I'm like, well, then do better. Actually, I would kind of be like, yeah, you know what? I need to do better. I need to not be you, Bull. I need to, try better next time. And sometimes you have good directors, good actors involved in shitty movies. I mean, it happens.
Sometimes you have a bunch of people who do really hard work on the back end, like with the FX and stuff, but they have a terrible director and a terrible movie.
Yeah.
Do I think some people worked hard in every movie? Yes. I think some people worked very hard in every movie. Does that mean that I have to like it because I know somebody somewhere, one guy worked hard? No.
No,
I don't. Sorry.
So I'm looking here at Box Office Pro. I have it pulled up on my phone, and they said that so far they're thinking Aquaman is going to do 32 to 42 million opening weekend, and the long.
I don't think it'll do that much.
I don't think it's going to do that much because it's right before Christmas. I don't think it's going to do that much.
And people don't forget about it. I don't think it's gonna.
Wouldn't that be something if Wonka beat Aquaman?
Wouldn't that be something if the Marvels beat?
Yeah, right. So then, I mean, we can talk about this briefly. I think it's just over. I think anybody associated with the Snyderverse, I think, is out of the way for the James Gunn verse, and I don't know how far the James Gunn verse is going to get. Because if that Superman movie, now I do approve of the
If
casting
they go
choices.
bankrupt, it's not going to get very far.
If they go bankrupt, it's not going to go very far. But I don't think it's, I don't know, guys. We'll see how it goes. But Zach Levi was joking about James Gunn casting his brother in like every movie. And, I mean,
he kind of does.
He does. But you know what? I'm sitting there thinking like Tim Burton uses the same people in every movie too, because he knows he can trust them, so, but I think he knows like there's no chance of him coming back as Shazam at this point. So it's like, I'm waiting for Ezra Miller to start making stupid comments again.
You're not hearing anything from Ezra Miller.
I think
Ezra noticed that got the movie. They're done with them. They don't need them anymore.
They don't need either one.
They don't need them anymore, and now you hear nothing about them.
Yeah, well, I think Ezra Miller's career is effectively over. I mean, Ezra Miller will come back as like an indie movie star or something, but there's no way you can put somebody like Miller as the lead in a superhero franchise movie. It just doesn't work. It was a freaking disaster. If Miller doesn't wind up going to prison or something first, because the way things are going. But it's not looking too good. It's not looking too good, guys. I don't know. I keep forgetting this movie exists. I think that's it. They were saying that they're pretty much letting this one out to dry. They're not spending a lot of money. I think it's because of The Flash. They spent a ridiculous amount of money on The Flash, and they got no return on that investment. They spent like $17 million on a Super Bowl spot. Yep. And nobody cared. So you're just burning money over there.
First, make the movie good.
Step one, make the movie good. Okay. Step two, go back and have somebody watch the movie and make sure the movie's good before you release it to the public. Then you can spend some marketing money on it. If you've got a good movie, then you can market it. But you can't market. I mean, you can market a shitty movie. You might get a bump on opening weekend, but once people start talking, it's over. So make sure you spend your money wisely. I don't know. We're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
All right. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.
Bye.